DomeBorn, Chapter 2, The First 3 Days.
They say silence keeps us safe, but I've started to think the filters weren't built for safety. They were built for quiet, for sameness. They smooth the world until no one remembers what real ever sounded like. But sometimes, the silence cracks. And that's when I hear what they're hiding. This is my diary. The first 3 days. Day 1, the check. The lights in the sensory control center are always cold, sterile. Rows of us sit still, waiting for the hum to start. When it does, it seeps into your bones, a tone you can't unhear. Our eyes glow faintly with lens projections, tiny worlds coded into our vision. They call it synchronization, to make sure we all see the same version of life. The scan begins. Eyes, chips, breathing. The machines decide if you're still aligned, still safe, still predictable. When my turn came, I did what I always do. Looked forward, breathed steady, pretended not to care. But something inside me wanted to know. What's beyond the noise? So I dropped the filter, just for a heartbeat. The air hit me raw, cold, alive. It was like hearing the world take a breath for the first time. Wind roared through my ears, harsh, jagged, wild. And the machine blinked red. I snapped it back fast. The hum returned, smooth and perfect. No one looked up. Everyone else was still trapped inside their version of calm. As I left the center, the corridor stretched long and gray. I thought I was alone, until Mira passed by. She didn't even stop walking, just whispered as she passed. K7. At dusk, the filter falls. And then she was gone. Her voice stayed in my head all the way home. K7. At dusk. I had to know if it was real. Day 2, K7. Dusk bleeds differently under the dome. It's never true sunset, just a dimming algorithm fading from white to amber. But out near the edges, where the glass is cracked, the light changes. It feels almost natural. That's where K7 is. Sector border, maintenance zone, officially sealed. When I got there, Mira was already waiting. She didn't say much. None of us do. Words draw attention. The air smelled wrong. Not sterile, but salty. Real. I lifted the recorder, analog, no sync, and pressed record. The red light blinked once. Then it came. A scream slicing through the static. A seagull. A real one. The sound ripped through me, wild and uneven. Every note felt like a heartbeat, too alive to be digital. Mira flinched, clutching her head. Her lenses glitched, pixels scattering like broken glass across her eyes. Too sharp, she gasped. It's cutting. For her, it was pain. For me, freedom. We both stood still, caught between silence and truth. Then, the drones came. Their lights slid across the fractured dome above, a cold reminder that the system was always watching. For a moment, beyond the glass, I thought I saw reflection, or maybe water. Something moved out there, glinting faintly before the light cut out. I saved the recording. Someone else had to hear it. Day 3. The recorder.
Morning. The hum was softer than usual, almost kind. Mom came to my room carrying a small box. She set it on the table and said quietly, "It was your father's. He used to say, 'The world must be heard, even when it hurts.'" Inside was an old analog recorder, scuffed metal, worn buttons, a faint smell of dust and salt. I pressed record. The click was real, mechanical. The system couldn't touch this. This sound was mine. That night, I sat alone, headphones in, listening to the seagulls cry again. It wasn't pleasant. It scraped. It tore. But every note felt alive, uncontrolled, honest. I uploaded it to a closed forum, the one no one admits exists. I wrote, "Not a generator. Real. Who else hears?" For a long time, there was nothing. Just the hum of the filters and the faint ring of silence. Then, a ping. I hear. Sector K3. You're not alone. I stared at the screen for a while. Someone else was out there. Someone who still heard the truth. I looked into the recorder's small red light, the same one my father once used, and said, almost whispering, "Not alone. Tomorrow, I'll find them."
Born under the dome, made to break free.